This is Life with Touche, Touche, Touche.
What's up,
good,
y'all? This is Life with Touche. I'm Shay.
And I'm Teasy.
And if y'all don't know, we've done this a lot of times on our channel. So this is Touche Talks. When we come and we sit down, we talk, and we just have an open discussion. So that's what we'll be doing today, aka a little hot seat, you know. So we have a few questions, but before we get into it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we hope you enjoy this video. All right, we got some good tea going. This is Tazo. I seen the commercial. This whole time we've been saying Tazo is Tazo.
Oh.
Tazo passion fruit tea, just in case you're interested in tea. But we got a few of these questions from Oprah's website. I forgot the name, but we're going to definitely show it. Some questions we got just off Google. You can use this. And a lot of questions is for engaged couples because, of course, if y'all don't know, we've been engaged for how long now? 2 months? Yeah, so we've been engaged for 2 months. And we got some questions. So you want to start or I start? And how you want to
I start. Okay. So the first question that we have sitting here is, how do we handle conflict? I thought you was gonna answer. I actually answered. I feel like we try to not say things to hurt the other person's feeling. It was something I told you like a while ago that I seen these older people. They was like married for like 80 years, and she said, just still be nice to your partner because you're still gonna wake up and love them tomorrow and the next day or whatever. Yeah. So just still be nice and be kind. So I kind of took note of that and try to do that more, rather than if I'm upset, just going off because I'm upset. Yeah. And I also have to learn to be quiet, and that's something like instead of just going on, just be quiet and give space. Yeah.
I feel like, honestly, I feel like sometimes we handle conflict good, sometimes we don't. I feel like we handle it good when we've talked previously. So say, for instance, we talked like a week or a month before certain things, then I feel like we handle it good. But sometimes I feel like we fall back into our own ways or old routines or old habits. I have a habit of like not wanting to talk about things right away because I know that I can say things, but sometimes you got to handle the situations right away, instead of letting it simmer. So I feel like that's how you try to solve it. But I feel like we can do better with solving conflict, and we have been doing better. But it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
And I feel like the new thing that we're trying to do is like get more space because we don't get that much space from each other. Yeah. And sometimes that causes the conflict rather than it just being like something small. It'd be something small to just blow up and be so big. Yeah. Because we don't really get that much space. Right.
So the next question is, how do we manage finances? This is a big one because when we first got together, I was trying to find a place. Like I was in a situation where like I didn't have nothing of my own. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even have a pillow. I was from house to house. So when we first got together, she wasn't working at the time, and then I was working. So we moved in, and from that moment, I trusted her because she had her own place before and everything. So we kind of didn't have our finances managed, but once she started working, we really started taking care of bills. We just was recently talking about this. Like, we went out a lot, but our bills was paid, our rent was paid. We are very responsible when it comes to putting bills first. And yes, we did like just go through a situation when we was in the car, and that came from we didn't have income, but the finances that we did have, we did make sure that we try to handle all the important stuff. So I feel like when it comes to finances, we do a good job with like prioritizing what comes first. Rent, these things need to come out. Now we do slack up, and sometimes we might have went out a little too much at first, but now I feel like we might have bought a little too much, so we have those moments. But when it comes to like our finances and like this need to be paid this day, I feel like we're very punctual and adamant.
I feel like I need to help out one more of that too though, like we recently talked about, because I kind of like let Shay write the name, like the bills down when it's due. I see it, but I don't write it down, like take the initiative to write it down. But I always send, like the amount and stuff like that. But I still need to help her out more, being a better partner and a business partner as well. And helping her, with making sure everything is on track. Because sometimes, like, say, for instance, it was a bill and we forgot to pay in 1 month or something. She will be hard on herself if that was to happen. Yes. And I don't want that to happen. and knowing that she's the one that like really do it, I can do it too. It's nothing wrong that I can't do it.
Yeah.
So that's something I do need to work on. And we talked about it too, like even with YouTube and stuff. Like,
yes.
She be in there doing the description. I'm just picking up the camera.
I just feel like I'm like that because I'm like, it gotta get done, and I know I can get in. I know I can kind of forget about things, so if I don't do it, that's kind of why. But this kind of goes into the next question. It says, how do we divide household labor? So this, in the beginning, was definitely a problem for me because I realized that one of my love languages, I don't like to just like say love languages, but something about me, I love to have help. You know what I'm saying? Like far as household things. I'm a very independent woman, but when it comes to like household things, that's like something that really makes me feel good. Like where it made me feel like the team. You know what I'm saying? When we first moved in, I'm like, look, I'm not gonna keep doing the laundry. Like it was just like
you chose to do it though. Like that's
the
thing.
But
you would choose to do it.
You get a little spoiled by things I do, and then you allow me to do them. Yeah. But far as like now, we've got so much better dishes. I've got to like, look, them dishes on you. Yeah. I'm
about to say we kind of just take turns. Yeah. At first, it was just like Shay would want to do it on the time that she's off, rather than wait till I'm done. Like, oh man, I just want to have the house clean for you. So, I mean, I got used to it, but overall now we really just split everything. Like. It's her week to wash the tub or wash the bathroom, and we just kind of divide it like that.
And we've done a lot better. Like if I forgot, I didn't do my week, she'll do it, and I'm like, thanks, babe, for doing it, and she'll do it. Because at first it's like, no, it's your week. It used to be this whole. It used to be so annoying.
But now we at a good place. We at a good place now with that.
Yes, I feel like we do good.
Yeah, I feel like Shay's problem with me was that I didn't maintain, but I honestly feel like I got better. I think I got better with it, you know, because I'm the type of person, I feel like we came to a point where you didn't know how to relax and I know how to relax. So it's just like, when I'm relaxing, you be like, babe, can you help me with this and this? I'm like, girl, look, I'm chilling right now. Like, I did my part, I'm chilling right now. But now you're learning to chill more too. So we're just like, in the house, be clean. We just make sure we clean up, we push ourselves. Even if we had a long week, we push ourselves to make sure it's clean.
And we be understanding.
When the time comes, we're off. It's just like, okay. Yeah. The house clean already. We ain't got to do too much.
All right.
So it says, what makes you feel loved?
Want me to answer that?
You was ready for it.
I'm just saying. That kind of goes into far as being a teen, because I feel like I'm very independent in my like everyday life. So when we like have a team, and like it's with bills, it's with YouTube, with everything, and we on the same accord, that really makes me feel love, because it's like, okay, I really have you as a partner. Like I know I'm not in this by myself, and if I have a day where I'm emotional, because I feel like I'm always a strong person, so when I feel like I got my emotional day or a day I just want to lay in bed, I know that you're gonna pick up whatever I can't do and do whatever you need to do on your own. And I feel like what else makes me feel love when you cook for me. I don't know. I just feel like because you love cooking, and the fact that you take time to cook for us and me too. You know what I'm saying? And you even ask me what you want to eat, and I feel like if I really like, babe, I want this way, you'll do it. Still put your own twist on it, but I feel like that makes me feel love. I don't know. You know, I like to eat, so that makes me feel love. And then I would say quality time, because I'm very like I don't like the word clingy. I feel like clingy could be wrong objective. I like quality time. Like I really like to be beside you, even if we're not touching or talking. I really like your energy, and I like us in the same space, you know. So sometimes too much, but you know, that's what makes me feel safe and I don't know, cared for. I feel like that's value, you know, somebody really take time, not just around you, but be with you. It's a difference. So what makes you feel love?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm very spoiled, so a lot of stuff make me feel love. You be always doing that.
I didn't say
but
anything.
you did it. But honestly, I really like when she just like take time and plan stuff. Like even if we not going anywhere, like if she just set the mood, or babe, okay, like the other day she pulled out the Gantler, was like, I got something I want to do for us, or this and that third. Just get out the shower and relax. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, okay, all right. Like, I like stuff like that. That's when I say I'm spoiled, because I'm like, I just like for you to take the time to show that you care, or you appreciate, or, you know, say you love me, or whatever it is. I'm just that person. I'm like I'm an affectionate person, so I like, and so that's the stuff that I really do like. Like, I think that's like my love language type of thing. Like, not shower me with gifts or nothing like that, because I don't really care about the gifts. I just like the affection part. Like, I like the touch and the kissing and the laugh.
Like peep.
Yeah, I mean, it's been here most of the whole video so far. But yeah, and that's pretty much it, honestly. Like, I don't, you think I require a lot, but that's what makes me feel love. And I like when you, like, I love when she, like, write or, like, she do a poem or something like that. Like, but I really like when you say it to me, like, when you, like, it's just like.
Yeah, that's something I like doing for you. I don't know.
Yeah,
because I feel like you
how
care
you
to
dress
listen.
right now, you look like a poet. Like, you just
Thank
look
you.
like.
I used to say that.
An artist or something. Like, you just look like. But I love that, and I love when we work together too. Like, that makes me feel love, because I'm like, it's rare to find like somebody else, and it's rare to find somebody else also too that can move how you move, but work side by side with you. Yeah, like, so that really makes me feel love. Like, I'm like, dang, like, and honestly, that make me feel loved by God, because I'm like, God sent me her. Ooh, so it makes me really feel love.
Yeah.
Now the next question.
Is career more important than children?
You looking at
when
me?
I seen this, honestly, like, really, really coming from like an honest moment, I was torn a little bit.
Really?
Because I feel like I always tell you, I want us to be at a great place financially, mentally, emotionally, and before we have children. And I feel like a lot of times parents have children too young, or before they can afford, or, you know, they have children before they feel like they're ready, and then they don't get to live out their dreams. So then they try to do it through their kids, or pressure them into doing or liking the things they like. So I feel like that's why I'm a little torn, because when someone has a child and they didn't do what they couldn't do, because then they feel like they have a child and they never chased their dreams they had, it's like they always have this regret behind it. I had you, I couldn't do much, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, in a way, I feel like if you feel like you have dreams, I definitely say go for it before having children. But to me, I don't feel like it should come before children, because you might not have reached your dreams, but you don't know what God can do through your children. Not you getting your dreams through them, but you don't know what child God will bless you with. And, you know, love is more important than money. You know what I'm saying? So, and career is not always about money. Career can be you encouraging people, you know, uplifting people, you make things for people. But I was kind of like, dang, I know I want to be at a good place, because I don't want to feel like when we have children, like, dang, by 2 years, I wanted to travel here. Now I can't, you know, I don't want to feel limited. And I know children can kind of make you feel like, all right, they got to come first. I can't do a lot of things that I wanted to do. So I do kind of want to be at a good place in my career before having children. But if I don't get there, I won't have any regrets. If God bless us with children before we get to where we need to be in our career, I'm just grateful that God will even bless us with children. So
yeah, I'm just like want them to not have to go through the things that we had to go through. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like when we was in the car and stuff like that. That's one thing I didn't want. Like, and I'm honestly glad that we had to that we went through that before children. I pray that we don't have to go through that.
Yes.
Or they don't have to experience themselves. And I feel like that's why we kind of like, with kids, because we already was kind of that way already. Like, we want to be set and, you know, like be in a good financial state before having children and stuff. Because you got to think about it, like, you're going to want to move, you're going to have to get a bigger space, a bigger home, or, you know, say you got to get now clothes for them, furniture for them, like, clothes. It's just a whole bunch of stuff. And honestly, I look forward to it. Like, I can't wait to be a mom. I don't feel like career goes first. I feel like it do go hand in hand, though. I can say that. Like, I feel like you have to have the career in order. And career don't got to mean you make 6 figures. Yeah. It's just whatever career means to you, you know? So, I don't feel like it's more important than children.
No, I don't think it's more important. How much do you value time together versus apart? Honestly, this is one of the things that I feel like we're kind of struggling with in our relationship, is like time apart and time together. We spend a lot of time together, and I enjoy the time together. And honestly, sometimes I don't want to spend time apart, because I don't know, I feel like I'm independent enough to do so, but I just feel like I love to tell you about what's in my day, what's going on. Like, I love that you're here with me. So sometimes, I don't know, I guess I get in my head and I can become in my head, like fearful thoughts. I'm like, I don't know, should I spend time? But then once I take the step to get that time, I realize, like, I love you, and I hope you love me the same and think of me the same, and I know I trust you, and I trust myself. So I do enjoy it, but sometimes I don't know how to take it.
I feel like because it's like it's a way that you viewed it that wasn't right. You know, like space, when we were younger, let's be real, space, and where we came from, space was like,
let me do
I'm gonna do me, you do you. Like, I feel like that's still like in your head program, and I get it because it was like that when we first got together. I'm like, no, you keep asking for space, like it's not giving it. But then you kind of let me know, like, you know, like that's not what we here and we're doing and stuff like that. So now I just feel like you need to retell yourself, or we just need to talk about it more, because honestly I do feel like we need more space. I feel like it will be healthier for us to get space. Like, I feel like we're good, but it's also like sometimes, like when you want to go to the store and stuff, I just be praying like, God, please cover her, because I'm like, it sometimes can have me like in fear, like of, no, I don't want you going nowhere without me, like I'm gonna make sure you good, it's not third. But it's just like, that's not a good way to live, because I wouldn't even want to be like that for our kids, like that, like, to be honest. So I feel like it's healthier, and then like for others, like children and stuff, to see too that you don't have to be with your partner every single time, you know. Like, it's healthy for you to get your mindset, and sometimes you can plan out, okay, you know what, now you can think, oh, I could think, or whoever could think, okay, now I have more time where I can show my significant other how I feel about them. Or it's just so much harder. I feel like with me, it's harder, like, to try to gather my thoughts together and try to, like, be up under you all the time. It's just like, sometimes you want to write, or sometimes I want to do this, and it's just like, dang, I'm always like making sure, you know, like, you good? Are you okay if I change my, you good? You sure? All right, well, I just stay with you a little longer, or whatever it is.
And sometimes that's why I feel like you be in your head thinking I'm going to feel away, when I'm actually, at moments, I be like, no, it's okay, it's cool. And then you be like, what, you don't want to be? Like, so then we kind of like, you know. Because
we're not used to it, and that's what it is.
But we do get privacy. I don't know how, but in a way, we have a lot of privacy. Like, she's her individual person. I don't ever want her to feel like she's my fiance. Like, that's your title. And like, no, she's her own person, that we're together.
We just know how to work it out. Like, she like, give me an hour or so, let me do this or third. I'm like, all right, cool. So, you know, that's just how that works out. And that's answered that whole question actually. All right, so is your parents' marriage part of your inspiration to marriage? I would say no. And I'm being honest. Like, I've seen a lot of good things in their marriage. But honestly, I think I was too young to even know what marriage was. And it just, I don't know. I just felt like then the things that I learned, I'm like, okay, that, you know, like, that's kind of like not what I want to happen here. You know what I'm saying? To be real and honest. And, you know, but I am grateful to have seen my parents grow up and be in a marriage, and because I didn't understand like how much that didn't, like, people didn't see that,
like me.
So it's just like, now I'm like, dang, I actually like that I've seen them and lay to bed and, you know, laugh together, and we all order food and stuff like that. Like, it's actually really nice to be a part of, you know. And I do take things from what I've seen and want it to apply it here, but is that my inspiration? I would say no.
For me, I never even seen my parents together, only in pictures. I didn't grow up seeing my dad and my mom in the same house. I'm sure they split before I was 2. Or it gotta be before 5 or 6, because around 6 I remember memories. But I've never seen my parents together, so in a way it kind of did inspire me to want to grow up in a family household, because I feel like I enjoyed the moments. It's like I got to see my parents individually, so I did in fact enjoy that, but I do feel like I missed out on seeing love, especially from the 2 people who had me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get to see them. I would see them in the room being cordial, but I didn't get to see like, oh wow, these are my parents. They hug, they kiss. I didn't really see much of that, so I feel like that encouraged me to want to be married, because I'm like, I want our children to grow up with both parents in a household, same household, seeing love, seeing happiness, having family time. You know, I never really had family time with both of my parents. It's always at my mom's house family time, my dad's house family time, and they would come together. I had like recitals or graduation, but at that moment everybody else is celebrating too. It was never intimate like with just me, my dad, my mom. and we're watching a movie or something. You know what I'm saying? So that actually did encourage me because I didn't feel like I missed out on it younger, but as I got older, I'm like, dang, that would have been nice to see.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, so, yeah.
Okay, so the next question is on you.
All right. What's your take on vacations and how often would you like to take them? Yeah, I pray that we can travel. That is something I feel like we will enjoy because we have
traveled. You have to be careful with what you say.
Okay. I'm sorry, God. Right. So we have traveled, just not in the way that I expect. So God, I'm praying that we can travel in the way that we would like, far as vacation and going to see the world and coming back to our beautiful home. You know, the blessing in it though, we got to live in 3 different places. You know, we can say we're young. I'm 26. Just remember that yesterday. You 26. I just remember yesterday. For
oh my gosh, that was hilarious.
That was crazy. I thought I was 25, but I realized like, wow, we did. You know, we have moved to 3 different places. You know, and that's a blessing. And it shows that we can adapt, we can learn new things. We've seen something at least, even if we haven't traveled as much. But I feel like I would love to do family vacations when we have children. Even before we could start, like we do at least a vacation. Don't make it so much of a routine, but like, hey, babe, we'll be vacationing. Like for our anniversary, I would love if we can like.
I want to do on vacation a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, and I want to do a lot before the kids come. To be honest.
Yes.
Because
grown and sexy time.
Shay reminded me the other day, like, when we have kids, I won't come first before the kids.
Yeah, you won't.
Which I get. It's understandable. I'm just like, dang, like, I want to have the lit times before the babies. Because the babies, they're like, mommy. Over me, like, oh, my gosh. So it's just
strollers
like.
on the airport.
We haven't experienced it yet, so I would definitely want to experience it before the kids come. Just like a few times, you know.
And I would love for us to get on our first plane together, going somewhere excited. We have not been on a plane together yet.
Yeah.
I would love to get on a cruise with you.
Yeah.
I would love to be in a different. I would love to be on the islands with you, and like we did go to New York.
This is kind of like to me. It's just like I guess because I be looking for like a vacation type of thing.
Yes, we need like. Island, feet kicked up with a margarita, like really in Jamaica. We need Bahamas vibe, Mexico, like Bali, you know, Turks and Caicos, Indonesia. I already said Bali. Like I'm ready for those vibes, and I feel like we're gonna have fun because we already have fun in the house. So just imagine, like, I pray that we can.
I'm ready to get out one.
Yes, you are. You really are.
I just feel like I'm just ready to get out one. We'll be safe, you know. So
So the next question is, when do you feel unsafe sharing your feelings with me? I would say sometimes I don't like sharing my feelings with you when I feel like you already assume what I'm feeling. I feel like, well, you already assume what I'm about to say. It kind of annoys me because then I feel like, what's the point of me expressing if you feel like you're gonna know it already? And sometimes it actually be totally opposite. And then also when you get like to this annoyance mindset, like when you already feel like I'm gonna annoy you instead of just listening. I feel like, I'm not saying let me annoy you, but I'd rather you see if it get there. Like I feel like if you already think what I'm about to say is gonna nag or annoy you, you kind of shut me out, and that's annoying. When you always have the floor to come and tell me things, or hey babe, you need to do this, or I feel this way or feel that way. I feel like sometimes you say you listening and you do listen, but it's so hard to approach you when I want to talk to you sometimes. So I feel like the approach be like a back and forth thing, but then when I start talking, you will listen. But it just be approaching you with my feelings that sometimes it's like I just be like, you know what, never mind. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, I'll try to work on that and everything. And what you're saying is actually true. Sometimes I do be like, Maggie, you about to come? And I'm like, let me just at least hear you out like you said, because I don't know everything.
Yeah.
And sometimes I do be assuming that you say that. I would say when I feel like, what is the question?
When it's unsafe or uncomfortable. Or...
I would say when you yell, because I feel like when you yell, it's just like, I don't feel like when it comes to a point of either one of us yelling, we're not really listening to each other. But I feel like sometimes when I'm yelling, you listen to me more. Like, but I try not to yell, Because I feel like then that's when you see, like, okay, I'm, like, raising
Serious,
my voice. So,
yeah.
like, meaning what I'm saying and stuff, or I'm, like, emotional or whatever it is. So you kind of take it in, but that's the annoying part because I don't want to get to that point, and it takes a lot for me to get to that point.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'd rather you just listen rather than you yelling. Or, like, you'll sit there and, like, I'll be like, babe, what's wrong? Or I talk to you or something. Sometimes you just act like you irritated too. Like, you just be like, go ahead. And that just be blowing me because it's like, I really don't want to talk to you now. Like, and I'm trying to express to you because I know, like, where it can go with us if we don't express. Or I don't tell you how I feel, you don't talk or whatever it is. And then when I'm telling you, you just like, okay, yeah. Well, anyways, girl, whatever, like, that be blowing me. Like, it really be like, because it's like, for all that, I might as well just keep it to myself. But I don't be wanting to keep it to myself because I be feeling like it's too much for me to hold in. Like,
I kind of agree with you on the yelling part. Unfortunately, that's kind of how in my household things were communicated. When you, like, that's when people knew you were serious. You know, like, if you yelled about it, like, that means you're serious or that's really how you feel. So sometimes I do agree, like, when you get to that state, I be like, wow, okay, she's serious. But I get it's annoying. There's a lot who wants to get to that point to be heard. So I do agree with that part, and I know that's not a good thing. Because I know I even do that too. Like, I try to show you I'm serious by yelling, but then you don't listen anyway. So, okay. I agree with that part. I see that. So it says, are you committed to counseling if and when we need it?
Am I committed?
Yeah, like, well, I guess.
Would I do it?
Yeah, will you be committed?
I would do it. I'm actually open to do it. I actually kind of want to do it because I feel like it's a lot of things that we know about each other, and it's a lot of things that we don't know about each other. Like, we don't sometimes know the best way to talk to each other with both of it being heard or without being an argument or blowing up and things like that. And I feel like how you feel like sometimes you don't feel like coming to me talking, and I feel like that vice versa. I feel like we should be able to come to a point as adults and sitting down and being able to talk and express how we feel, whether you like it or you don't like it. And that's one thing I was going to say. Like, sometimes when I feel like you don't like when I say, you kind of like, I feel like it hurts your feelings. But it's like, that's the best way I know how to express. Like, I can't, sometimes, like, I be trying to sugarcoat it, and I sugarcoat it, but I be trying to, like, be sympathetic of this might hurt your feelings, but sometimes that's the only way I know how to express it. And then it's like, when I do tell you, you get emotional about that, and it's just like you're not really hearing everything else I have to say.
Yeah. Far as being committed, I do feel like sometimes we need counseling because we need someone to, like, mediate. Like, you talk, she talk. Okay, you hear that, because I feel like we both willing to hear what each other have to say. I really do feel like we love each other enough to care, to listen, and to work on it. I just feel like we just be both so strong-headed in our feelings that is no mediation. So when we try to do it ourselves, 1 minute you're ready to talk and I'm not. So I'm definitely, I would definitely be committed to going to counseling. And it said, what, if so, when? I feel like we need it soon because I
we need it now.
Yeah, now.
But not like we in a bad state, but I just feel like
just communication-wise. Because us being engaged now, I don't want us to be married and be like, dang, we're still at this level now. I know we're gonna have issues, but I want every time it is an issue or is a situation that we're getting better, we're not stuck at the same level of communication. So that's why I would definitely want to go. And like coming back to you, I feel like sometimes when it doesn't hurt my feelings when you say things, I just feel like you can do better how you express. You be like, I don't know the other way. I feel like you don't take time to see. Like, you just, I'm gonna say how I feel. Like,
but you gotta think about it. If you talking about something, right, and you want me to respond to what you're talking about, I'm not gonna sit here and think and be like, and really think about it and take a whole day to think about it. No, I'm gonna tell you how I feel in that moment.
Yeah, I just feel like it doesn't always have to be. You say it's hurt my feelings, but I feel like I tell you stuff truthfully without hurting your feelings.
Yeah, you're better at that though.
Yeah, but I feel like, because I think about, I love you.
I think about that too. It just, sometimes it just, like, say if I just be like, you like getting on my nerves a little bit. Sometimes I'll be like, so you more so give me a second. I'll be like, leave me alone real quick. Leave me, like, that's how I express.
Yeah.
I can't sit here and be like, I've been working on it, but sometimes it's harder. It's easier said than done.
Yeah. All right, going on to the next question. Go ahead.
When you reflect back on your childhood, what memory brings you the most joy?
Sad to say, I can't go to an exact memory.
I could think of one for you, but I don't know.
What?
I was about to say maybe you dancing.
I was about to say I felt joy when I was dancing, but it said the most joy. I can't think of nothing like, oh, this is the most joy, but definitely moments where I felt happy, I felt encouraged and excited definitely was dancing, or when I felt anxious before a recital, those moments, yeah. And like performing, it's that adrenaline you get before you perform. It's like, and then when after you're performing, you know you did good, not messing up nothing, and you gave a little extra,
and they give you roses and stuff.
And not even in high school too, like you did a little extra, like, and you did good, and so that has been like, and not even just like in a cocky way. I'd be like, woo, I did it, I ain't mess up, and I gave a little attitude, like I'm a dancer, yeah. So I say that, but I wouldn't say my most joy, but that brought me great joy.
I would say the times that like we shared with my grandma, me and my cousins. Like we all.
I love hearing about that.
Yeah, like I feel like that's so fun. Like, granted, in the moment it probably wasn't that fun because you're bored. Like you're like, oh my gosh, but it was so many of us, so it's like we really was never really bored. It's just I was like the youngest, so it's like me and my cousin, Desi, we was the youngest, so it's like we couldn't do what everybody else was doing. But it was still fun because we'd go out there and pick peas. We'd go, like my grandpa was a farmer, so he'd have strawberries and all this type of vegetables and stuff, and we'll pick them. And then my great grandma would cook them, and my grandma would drive us all down there in her car. So those are the memories I love to the day. I'm like, and now I always said I was a country girl, and I'm like, dang, like when I think about it, I was in the country and didn't even freaking know, but it was fun.
I ain't grow up no country girl, but I am now. All right, so how many jobs have you quit?
That is not okay. I mean, for you gotta think about it. Almost like all the jobs that you work, you kind of quit, right?
Some people get fired.
Some people get fired, yeah, but most times you quit because you find something better.
Think back. How many jobs have you quit?
I got fired from 2 jobs.
I
think 2.
Well, it says quit, not fire.
Because I'm trying to be realistic. All the other jobs, like I don't know how many jobs I had.
Say I quit 1, 2. The first time, well, I've only quit 1 job professionally.
Yeah, I'm about to say professionally.
I did it. I wrote it. I emailed. I felt pretty good. Like.
I did it, but I still didn't show the last 2 weeks though, so I'm kind of like, I
didn't do it professionally because I didn't do 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I would say quite a few. Most jobs, I did get fired from 2 jobs. I was working both jobs at the same time and got fired from both like a month apart. I was like, but
I'm trying to think, what job did I get fired from? I got fired from 1 job, but I wasn't really showing, so I take it as I really quit, but I kind of was ready to come back to work and was like, no.
That's how I be, like when you.
But I ain't go like a month, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, I'm ready to go now.
That's what happened to me when I was working at Harris Teeter. I kept going late, missing days, and then I came to work, and I was like, I'm gonna be serious, and they told me come to the office, and I had a nerve to cry. Like I didn't cry because I felt like that hurt my feelings. I was like, dang, but that's when I'm like, why am I crying? I knew I've been coming in late. I missed days, no calls, no show, and I had a nerve to cry. I was like, dang.
I guess you realized that you needed that job, so that's what made you cry.
Oh my gosh. Okay. If I put on weight, will it affect our relationship?
No.
If I was to like gain weight, I rebuke that right now because unless it's baby gaining weight from being pregnant.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good question that people should really honestly truly talk
I
about.
honestly feel no, because I feel like we both gain weight and we still freaking here. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like.
And honestly, before I've been with someone who said it, who made it a problem like before, and I feel like yeah, and I feel like that was very hurtful because I feel like you love somebody, you're supposed to love them and encourage them, not like judge them or disconnect.
I ain't gonna hold you. I will motivate you now. I might not motivate you in the healthiest ways because there's been times where I'm like, come on, let's go. Yeah. And it wasn't good, but I'm still trying. Like my intentions are good, you know. Yeah. But I don't feel like that would change anything.
Yeah, and I feel like I would love you the same. Like you said, I would motivate you and encourage you and uplift you, and I would do my best to not ever let you get to a certain point.
Yeah,
and definitely pray for you because it's things that I can't do that God is more than capable. So, but I thought that was a good question because some people gone through that. I've even gone through that. You know, just being honest, and I wouldn't say that person don't love you, but I don't feel like that's not healthy love. That's not the way you should be loved, I would say, because someone should really love you through it all. And that's why I feel like some people don't value marriage, because in marriage you gotta love someone, whether they small, big,
like that whether they could speak or they can't, because sometimes things happen, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's why they said in sickness and in health, because things can happen in life. But
that's one pretty touchy. The next one is, they're getting small now.
Which childhood experience influenced your behavior and attitude the most?
You want to go first?
You go. Which childhood experience influenced your behavior and attitude the most?
Experiences. I would say the sad part is I grew up in a very domestic violence household. Very toxic, yelling and fighting, physically fighting a lot. So I feel like that definitely influenced my behavior at a time when I was fighting, because I definitely was fighting before that, but it's like I had a rage that I couldn't really express in my household. So when I would go out and go to school or, just be in an environment where I feel like anybody would say anything to me, it was, I went to the next level because that's what I saw. I thought, like, you could get upset, you can yell, say mean, hurtful things, and then the next day things be okay, because that's the household I was growing up in. So my attitude was, I didn't have the best attitude sometimes, if I'm being honest. I had a great heart, but my attitude was really not up to par. My tolerance would be so short. And then I would also say, like, judgmental. I grew up in a judgmental household as well. So it kind of made me annoyed that I couldn't truly be myself. So I kind of learned how to dim myself down just to sit in rooms with other people, or I would dim myself down and lower my standards, whether it's friendships, relationships. Because I feel like when you're in a judgmental, I feel like when you're in a household, you should be your truest self. If you're loud, you're quiet, however, that's like they said, that's almost like a pure place, an intimate place. You know what I'm saying? So on one hand, it was very judgmental and controlling, and on the other hand, it was very chaotic and dangerous and fighting. So it's like I never really had peace growing up. Like I feel okay. I never really could say I felt okay. And even when people were like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." It's a lot of things still to this day I still haven't talked about. So that affected my behavior a lot, especially in high school. But it just took for me, I knew I couldn't make excuses for it. Because when I learned about Oprah, and not being funny, when I learned that she slept on the porch, and I looked at what she had now, I said, dang, I don't got no excuse. I don't know why they opened my eyes for me. It was her that opened my eyes. Because I guess that around that time, in high school, you watched The Color Purple and all that. I don't know. I said she slept on the porch because of her skin color. I can't. I gotta get through what I gotta get through. I can't blame whatever I went through, but that one hit me. So I just got over it, and I realized we all got trauma. That don't mean you could be mean to people, though. So,
and I honestly don't know how to answer this question. Honestly, I don't know how to answer this question. I don't know. Like, it's not like a period that just like stuff changed. The only thing I can say is like my mom and my dad getting divorced. Like, I feel like that shifted everything for me from having to be a child to being an adult. Like, so, like, quick, like, overnight type of thing. So, that, I would say, but I'm like, does that affect my behavior?
Yeah, or your attitude. Your behavior could be... Yeah.
I feel like with my attitude, sometimes I just be more tired. Like, sometimes, like, I don't do it as much now. But, like, back in my, like, high school days or, early 20s. I'm still in my 20s, but I'm saying like early 20s. Like I'm almost getting to the end of the 20s.
Oh my God.
But it's like I just would be so tired, like emotionally, physically, spiritually, like, everything is just like, I'm tired. And it's because, like, I had to do so much for everybody else. And it was just like, it took away from doing stuff for myself, or not really just took away from doing stuff for myself, but like going out, spending time with friends and stuff like that. I feel like that's why I be in the house so much now, because it's like, I really didn't get a chance to do that when I was younger. Like, and when I did do that, I was just starting to. And then by the 6th grade, my mom and my dad got a divorce. So it was just like, everything just changed. So I feel like that kind of affects on my behavior. And I feel like sometimes that stems from where, like, the bills and stuff come in and things like that. It's kind of like, because, like, I did so much of it. You know what I'm saying? I had to always be the responsible one. And it's not that I'm irresponsible now, because I still feel like I'm responsible. It's just sometimes it's a tug and pull. Like, I just be like, come on, girl. Like, I know you can do it because you've done it before. You had bills. You had this and that third. And I know I can do the bills. It's not the bills. It's just overall, sometimes I just get, like, tired. Like, sometimes I will, yeah, like, sometimes, yeah, like, and sometimes, like, I'll be at work and I just be like, I'm freaking tired going to the same freaking job. Like, I just be like that, and it's just like, I'm just through with everything. Like, I'm just done. Like, I just, because I've been doing this since I was, like, 10 years old, you know, and been really having to, like, do it, like, now, like, oh, okay, yeah, but it's like, it's really serious. Cooking, really taking care of the house, really, like, it's just like something that a mom would do or an adult would do, but I was a child. So I feel like that's the only thing I can really say. I feel like overall, I'm still, like, goofy and stuff. I feel like I'm just more reserved because of that too. Like, you know.
Yeah. All right. Is it permissible for us to open each other's mail?
No.
Absolutely not.
She already know. She already knows. It's like, no. We don't do that though. No. Like we said, we still have boundaries. And privacy. Like.
And I just feel like, even, it's been times you be like, babe, you got this, when we open it for you. And sometimes I'll still tell you no, like, no, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Because some things, like, of course, we share bills together. So it might say my name and it's ours. It might say her name and it's ours, you know. Because it don't do both names. It might just do the first name, well, you know. But far as that, I just don't feel like we will ever get to that place. I don't care. I feel like my mail is it came
it's
to
in
me.
Your name, yeah.
Yeah, it came to me. And if it's for us, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
And that's just... That's just when you draw the line. I feel like that's blatantly disrespectful. You don't know what it is, and it's just not anyone's place. And I would definitely teach our children, not even, they can't even touch the meal. Like, no. My grandma told me that. Like, no, your meal is your meal. Even to this day, you still got stuff from 20, 30. Yeah, no, because,
And that'd be funny, like, my grandma, she didn't teach me. My dad really taught me. But, like, when mail gets sent, I don't let nobody open my mail. Like, don't just come and open my mail. Like, that's my mail. Like, don't do that. Because I feel like that's just, like, for one, nosy, and it's disrespectful.
Yeah, and it has that person's name on it, not your name.
I don't care if that's your child. I don't care if your child is 12 years old. Because I'm not going to lie, when I was younger, I used to get, it's called Highlight. You used to get them? Magazines? You never got those?
No.
It would be like Highlight magazines, and it'd be in the magazine, you would, like, it's like different, like, activities for kids.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
It's like you would find all the hidden objects in the picture, in the big picture and stuff. But we used to get those. And I used to be like, don't touch my mail. Like, I'm not playing, don't touch my freaking mail.
You be like, look, baby, you got a mail. You can watch them open it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything about marriage that frightens you?
I'm not going to say marriage. I feel like when we got engaged, it got scary. Like, it ain't get scary because
it got real.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't say scared because I'm not scared or nothing. Like, you know, I'm a fear of God. That's it.
Amen.
I really was just like, it was an eye-opener. Like, I'm like, oh, my gosh.
You got tight, like, oh.
And I really had to, like, talk to myself, like, are you ready for this? Are you ready to, like, you know, because it's like, I don't say you don't go back, but I'm like, you just keep moving forward. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
it's a bigger step after that.
And it's like, it was just more eye-opening to know, like, with the things that I know I got to work on, or, like, stuff that we don't do this as healthy in our relationship. You know, things I'm like, I don't want our relationship to go down. You know, I want it to keep going up and, you know, like, being good. So that part I could say. And with marriage, I would just say, like, as far as just being financially stable, you know?
Yes.
I feel like that's the thing. It's like when marriage come kids And then, you know, like I want to be responsible. I want us to both be here, living well.
Long lives.
And that's the one thing that I am like nervous about. And I do pray to God about it, because I be like, I want to grow old with you, you know, and I just pray about those things.
I want to see our kids walk across the stage.
And I want to be in good health and doing it.
Yes.
We watching on Zoom calls and stuff. No, I want to be there. So
I wouldn't say anything. Nothing frightens me. I just hope and pray that you never feel that. I tell you this every day, like often. Not even just loyalty. I will hope that you won't ever feel like you're not satisfied enough where you have to go looking. Even having the mindset like, dang, she ain't doing this or doing that, or you don't feel like you get enough from me, or like, all right, or it's just too stagnant. Because I know sometimes I can get very comfortable with you. And I told you, I think this is a good place I've been in my life. Like I said, childhood was so not stable. So it's like, dang, even though we've gone through things, it's like I know our connection is stable in a way. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like, I just don't want you to feel like, dang, I'm just tired, or, you know, I don't want to deal with it.
I don't honestly feel like I will feel that way, because I pray that I don't feel that way. And that's why I always say that, like, and when I said loyal, I mean, like, that's what I want us to be with each other. Like, not just me be with you, you be with me too. Like, we both. Yeah. But I also want to just keep God first in our relationship and our marriage and whatever else. Because I'm like, we can fall short by sin, because we do it every single day. Mm-hmm. I don't want it to compromise our relationship, our marriage, and, you know, like, our family lives. I seen what that did to my family, you know, like, and where they're no longer married, my dad and my mom. And it's just like, you know, it's sad to see. And then it's also hurtful for the child to go through. And then there was so many of us. So every children had their own emotion on top of the parents having their emotion too. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like, that's something I would say, like, I'm not going to say frightened, but it's kind of like, I just want to make sure that we are both listening to each other and able to talk to one another. And the things that we're saying in this video, we're actually able to get better at and better peace with and things too. Okay.
Who do you think is the leader in our relationship?
God.
Good answer.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was good answer.
But you was about to say you.
We're going to leave it in. And last thing, are you happy with me?
Yes. I am happy with you. Okay. I really am. I feel
you
like...
ask me?
Because I'm about to finish what I'm talking about. I do feel like I'm happy with you. Like, I feel like overall, all the challenges and stuff we go through, and I know we went through big challenges and stuff, but that's not the end of it. And I keep telling us that too, like, reminding us that's not the only thing. Like, when we first got together, there was so many challenges and stuff, and it's just like, but I'm so happy of doing it and getting through life and just, you know, like, with you and having a partner, because it's something that I've always wanted. I don't know why I'm a 5-year-old child and I'm praying about the person but those are things that I've always wanted, you know what I'm saying? I always wanted that bond in that relationship, and I guess because I feel like I didn't have that growing up, you know, like the way I feel like I should have, you know what I'm saying? But overall, I wanted that in my relationship and bringing up children in that, you know, so I am very happy with you.
I feel like I'm happy with you. I get excited with you, and I feel like I'm safe with you. I feel like I'm loved by you, you know, so I'm definitely happy with you, especially like you said, getting through things and even accomplishing things and walking through new doors and like all that God has brung and blessed us with. And it's like, I'm so happy with you. Some moments I could feel like I'm unhappy at a moment, but
that's a moment.
Overall, my heart is happy with you. My mind is happy with you. And we're just blessed. And
we're blessed in this city. We're blessed when we come.
We're blessed when in the field. We're blessed when we come and when we go. We are.
I gotta listen to that song. It's like every time I go and sing it, I don't know the word.
We are blessed.
Say blessed. But yeah, y'all, we thank y'all for watching the video. And you know, subscribe to the channel.
Yes, and we hope this conversation has helped someone or encouraged you to talk to your partner. Or, you know, I love to have conversed. I guess they say converse is the word. Especially about good things. Because sometimes I can be passionate about just conversing about anything. But especially about good things, is help and it's realness and it's authentic. Those are the things we both enjoy to love talking about. And we can't wait to bring more Touche talks and just do more on our channel. But I definitely enjoyed this video.